without energy. Yeah, you can't have life without energy. So we gotta help each other live all of life, right? From the animals and everything that has breath, you know? Poetry wrestles with a lot of words and terminologies. Words evolve, right, Paul? Absolutely. Evolution in your being. Nobody was born a grown person walking around. We were all born needy. Yeah, somebody's mercy allowed us for us to be here. Interesting when we start reasoning about immigration and people moving. Yeah, because somebody had to help us all learn how to walk. And speaking of help, I invited Victor to join and bring a little heartbeat for you. Our lifestyle is Rasta. Our eyes stay dread as storm clouds gather round our head. Rastafari, I'm sure you heard the term, especially in this side of the world, where 98% of the population is involved in herbs or weed or marijuana, or whatever you want to call it. The healing of the nation, and whatever side of the fence you are on that. It's just interesting that there are crossroads, you know, where we all have to realize that, are we really Caucasian? Are we really black? Are we really human beings? Yeah, you can't be humane if your being isn't human. Rastafari. So I'm gonna say some hard things, you know. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. What you have to see in all of this is that a human being chose to take their pain and process it and give you art instead of giving you frustration or bitterness. Tracy Chapman, I always quote her, who will dare to go under the bridge over the tracks that separates whites from blacks? Yeah, real, yeah. Yeah, because that's why I'm here, you know? So I'll take it. I'm going to feel your pain. I'm going to feel your frustration. I'm going to feel your uncertainties about what our purpose is. I trust that in all, you'll feel the love, you know? So that you get a bird's eye view and a perspective from another part of the world. You know, Jamaica, by way of America, by way of universities, by way of basketball, by way of biology and biochemistry, by way of healing arts instead of pharmacology, making choices and decisions and wanting to go home. And home is where the heart is. Yeah. And you can ask the paleontologists. They say we all from Africa. So figure out what that is. What's that about? Yeah. Real, it gets real in the, you know, in this. Give them some love. Black beauty. Beauty in the East. Travel light, watch your speech. Babylon by bus still, mama won't let I cuss. Trust broken like bad ideals. The beast becomes the beautiful and truth is what's real. Beauty in the East. Travel light, watch your speech. Babylon by bus still, mama won't let I cuss. Trust broken like bad ideals. The beast becomes the beautiful and truth is what's real. Beauty in the East. Travel light, watch your speech. Babylon by bus, still mama won't let I cuss. Trust broken like bad ideals. The beast becomes the beautiful, and truth is what's real. This is for our peeps that weep in the streets and pound the concrete. This is for those who rose out the cracks, petals start shining, learning how to stack hay, seize the day, carpe diem. This is a hymn in church for those at cyber confessions, man, do you see them? This is for the Jesus' Last Supper in prisons, convalescent homes where people die old with no lovers. This is for mothers and brothers, fathers and daughters, beauty in the east, travel light, watch your speech. Babylon by bus still, mama won't let I cuss, trust broken like bad ideals. The beast becomes the beautiful and truth is what's real. And the sun rising east where beauty becomes the beast. This is for the least of least, no tricks, just treats, just work, no sleep. This is where still waters run deep. This is where Mumi Abu say, Obama, I beg your pardon. This is the ghetto, son, and I tuned in to what's happening, ain't got reruns. This is for one woman, one man, one vote. Why we mustn't wait and why Black Jesse Owen, dead Jacksons ain't no joke. Beauty in the east. Travel light, watch your speech. Babylon by bus still, mama won't let I cuss, trust broken like bad ideals. The beast becomes beautiful and truth is what's real. For little B locked up for life, only 13. This is a mama warrior's dream that one day people of every nation and creed will barack for reggae, one drop, touch, taste, feel. No Hollywood, no stages, just broken hearts and inner rages. This is for the lion and lionesses still locked up in cages. Beauty in the east. Travel light, watch your speech. Babylon by bus still, mama won't let I cuss, trust broken like bad ideals. The beast becomes the beautiful and truth is what's real. This is for you, sow what you reap. Where in broad daylight people creep, the agony of defeat, lost in black sheep, heaps of gold in her valor. They claim it's not in Africa yet, now it's cool to be Kenyan. Check the word for blessing, then learn a lesson. This is for 7-year-old emperors and ladies born queens. This is for Malcolm X courage and Martin Luther's dream. This is Aretha Franklin saying, rescue me, and Mahalia Jackson singing, roll, Jordan, roll. This is for you if you need to save your soul. I got our Jordans on like Michael, and I roll big spliffs like Peter Tosh. And baby, if you catch it when I shiver, oh gosh. Stepping razor needs a savior, and brown sugar ain't got no behavior. No longer nigger, now they need us, so they call us niggas. Can you feel us? Beauty and the beast, the least of least. Beauty in the east, black beauty. BlackFire. Blessed. Sun peeked over the horizon as the day broke wide and free. I lay here hoping that the night taught our lessons and the day brings blessings and change. That I find answers for our guessing game and success stops looking so strange. Should I mention that our peace may come another time like when our wallet feels less stressed. Now this mess. Got I sizing separated fantasies. Got I wishing I wasn't dipping freedom's wishes in these dishes mixed with witches. Wide awake and hoping. Separated, desperate and groping. See the situation far surpassing imagination. Are you grasping the sensation of falling out of time? Stay a while and fantasize. Determine if you criticize the weight that desperation's got you chasing, not to mention the abrasion of nearly grazing near your family tree. It's a disease that's inherent from line to line, so I gotta check myself from time to time and be sure I'm satisfied to see a limited sunrise, grief done to the morning child born of scorn for the dormant eyes that failed to see past the passion of lonely lust and forgot to trust the intuition of battered wives and sacrifice sacred lives for twisted separation into idoldom where here our fingers try to piece our rest together. Now festive weather got I guessing. Another storm may be pressing. So in less time than the change, I'm hoping that the mist will rearrange and rise from the earth instead of falling like rain. And a disappearing entity, that's just the free that's less than free. While something in our like prophecy got our feeling the 180th degree might just be the key, the free domain from this morning. BlackFire. Yes. How you feeling? How you feeling? Feeling good? The energy good? All right. I told you it'll be hard, but I'm gonna do our best to make it palatable. All right? But roll with me. You know what I mean? And just take something home with you, you know? And tell the narrative a different way. Because we got a choice. We can let money do all the talking. And we sit back like dumb dogs afraid to bark. Or we can learn from the integrity of animals. And perhaps raise our IQ a little bit in terms of humaneness, humanity. Value being a human being. We're running around and we're forgetting about our heartbeat. Go ahead and play. We're forgetting about breath. I ask my sister this all the time. I have a twin sister. How many times did you blink today? How many times do you breathe? How many steps do you take? So many things we take for granted, you know? The word racism, it was invented. It needed to be created to fit what was going on. Anybody read a little bit of history, you can go back to a time when that word didn't exist. What is that telling you? It's taught. It's benefiting somebody. And they say follow the money. Somebody don't want us to get along. Everybody got talent. Everybody got talent. I thank you for the applause, but give that horn an applause again. No, seriously, and give the dog whisperer, Paul, an applause again. Yeah. And the poetry that happened today, an applause, because it's all going on. Remember I said no Hollywood, no stages, just broken hearts and inner rages. I don't do this for money. I do this because we got to start healing this planet. And we got to stop letting the bad apples run away with the whole barrel. Yeah, real talk, real talk. Too many good people. I've met too many good people. I've seen too many good people defend I. I didn't even have to say nothing. So let's help each other win by having the courage to speak up. And this was a rough one. I gave you time. Go ahead, Ken. This one, straight out of the ghetto, you know? Imagine a child that lives by the Baltimore Harbor, grew up there, die on those streets and never get to step foot on the Baltimore Harbor because he can't afford the boardwalk. I mean, that hit me like a ton of bricks, man. Because I was privileged. I was going to school. I was going to Johns Hopkins. I could walk on the boardwalk. If he walk on there, he's arrested. Come on now. Can't see the water? So I'll call this one crack racks. And it's going to be heavy, but work with it and just listen to the words and see where I'm going with this, okay? Crack racks line candy stores and Coke cans on USA grandstands. Ban herb creations for birds and ambush from bush to push the crack on black backs like New York stocks. Woolen cotton socks on shelves, so Caucasians. Crack mirrors glass and memory. Crack like sidewalks. Crack manifests destiny. Crack Thanksgiving and Halloween. Check the crack scene. Crack scene on boulevards. Fathers cleaning out pipes while sons dress for primary to learn about Machiavelli and Mussolini. There's crack in the foundation. Roaches and flies visit rats in the lecture rooms. Packed. Crack in the clouds, the sun's piercing hot. Crack has a holidays, Valentine's and candy and murder she wrote while Edna votes for Manly. Crack racks line candy stores and Coke cans on USA grandstands. Ban herb creations for birds and ambush from bush to push the crack on black backs like New York stocks. Woolen cotton socks on shelves. So Caucasians. It's a school of art, so choose your craft. I prefer Naya, she laughs. If it's hollow, crack lines her marrow like the mascara she borrowed to hide the eyelids of sorry, replacing sorrow. Tomorrow, Johns Hopkins and Harvard legalized amphetamines before herbs. Check the crack scene. Crack for sale in Germany, on the way to England, land so cracked up. Anglo-Saxons steal a few saxophones from Ethiopia via greasy slippers the queen wears victoriously. That's Victoria's Secret. She sleeps with more sea dogs on sale for African slaves. Crack rack line candy stores and Coke cans on USA grandstands. Ban herb creations for birds and ambush from bush to push the crack on black backs like New York stocks. Woolen cotton socks on shelves, so Caucasians. And the sleazy condo Bush leased her in Iraq where crack carried on tanks and soldiers' backs end up in Iraq. And of course they're embarrassed because $85 billion worth of crack is hard for even Hollow Burton to calculate the whole of. For certain, there's so much crack there that the troops forgot they were fighting for oil and put Saddam's dead sons on display when every religion has a burial day when rigor mortis cracks like clay. Fallen Abisha Falashes can wear silk and satin frocks on their way to hell. Crack racks line candy stores and Coke cans on USA grandstands. Ban herb creations for birds and ambush from bush to push the crack on black backs like New York stocks. Woolen cotton socks on shelves, so Caucasians. Marines on foreign soil, and I don't even have a marina to show for I toil. No bomb in Gilead for I job like boils, oh boy. Man and just a man. Oh daughters of Jerusalem, say no to crack. And credit checks where the interest is more than the GCT percent. And they have little interest in your rest. They'll crack your womb with white voodoo doctor cesarean section where your blood ends up in vials and bottles in the Vatican. So English descendants of Germans can heal their anemia. Crack racks line candy stores and Coke cans on USA grandstands. Ban herb creations for birds and ambush from bush to push the crack on black backs like New York stocks. Woolen cotton socks on shelves, so Caucasian. Because I El Haile Selassie, the first creator. Yet they're vampires. Which era is greater? Drink not of the wine of their crackification, A nation that's not a nation, stop stressing the Haitians. Crack racks line candy stores and Coke cans on USA grandstands. Ban herb creations for birds and ambush from bush to push the crack on black backs like New York stocks. Wool and cotton socks on shelves, so Caucasians and fallen Abasha falashas can wear silk and satin frocks on their way to hell. Bless it, it's okay. Here's the reason that one is very important. Because even though I spoke those words, I imagine that little ghetto youth that can't step on to the boardwalk. I've stepped on many a boardwalks. I'm a basketball star. I've gotten all of the fanfare. I'll tell you a quick story. There was a bunch of African children, and there was a missionary, and the missionary had a basket of fruit, and the basket of fruit was hung up and tied to a tree. And the missionary thought it'd be a fun game or a race. Whoever gets there first gets the basket of fruit. The African children had a little huddle conference. When they were done, he said, on the mark, get ready, get set, go. They all held hands and ran at the same time, reached the tree at the same time, and perplexed the hell out of the missionary. And the missionary said to them, why did you all do that? Like hold hands and all go, because then nobody wins. And they said, well, we couldn't imagine that if one person win, that everybody would be happy. So we went together so we all win, then everybody could be happy. Yeah. So that's what I want. Fallen Abasha falashas. Abasha is Ethiopia. It's Africans. Yeah, so I wasn't just lecturing Caucasians. I was lecturing Africans also. It's a choice. I'm really reasoning about vanity. Giving up, life, breath for vanity, for things that flutter away like wings and you can't even hold on to them. This you can hold on to. You can remember each other and that you were here and that this happened. That lightning struck here. You see it? Because this is family. This is earth. We're all human beings. And I hate when people say they're homeless. The earth is your home. You might be houseless, but you're not homeless. And Rastafari. And we got to start looking at everybody as our family. And you might not be able to bring that person into your home, but for that moment, you can treat them like a human being. Just do that. Open the door for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Not just the well-dressed person. And the old lady, open it for the meth head also. How's your day going today? How are you doing? Anything I can help you with? Be human. Be human. That's the lesson I want to say. Be human. Yeah. Okay, I'll do one more.
No, that was the statement.
Oh, bless you. Yeah. Be human. Be human. Be human. And one for Stephanie also, who coordinated all of this. Yeah. Be human. So I'm gonna do another one for you, and I feel impressed to do this one. I'll do a short one and then segue into the one I'm going to close with, okay? And I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me look into your windows to your souls, which are your eyes. You see, I take this very seriously. We're all people. I don't want to talk past you and over you and around you. I want you to hear I and feel I. All right? We may be performing, but we're human. This is born out of a journey, a search to not be frustrated, to heal ourselves, to not be bitter at life. My dad wasn't there for me, or my mama couldn't be there for me. How can, what we were saying, Chevy, once you figure out what's missing, you just found your mission. So do that, fill that gap, be that candle. So I'm going to do silk and satin, and then it's going to segue into the reason I write, and then I'm going to leave you there, and hopefully we all will feel resurrected, okay? Not religious, just spiritual, and therefore my work, my poetry is based on the language of emotions, who we are, wrestling with who you are, not being afraid of yourself. Someone said what we're really afraid of is how powerful we really are. And people are using their powers to do negative. So the ones who are being quiet, we need to start using our powers to be strong. Give them some more. Silk and satin blended into a matrix of interacting action. Far past the passion lay, languishing in the satisfaction that the language of the laughter should speak of ever after, not the thrashing of the writing on the wall. Can't you hear Jah call? It's like a deep-throated whisper in the echo of a widow. Shadow darkness, speak like demons, let I in. Speak to I of whispers, concentrated sounds. Concentrating on the way language wraps around the tongue, returning to where I first begun to whisper. The reason I write is to repair the breach, to sustain, to teach. That the whole would be whole still, that it will refine and stabilize the will. Be still and know the Jah is Jah. The wickedness will last for a time and even a season. Yet what is in the dark will greet the treason. As evil reflects itself, it establishes its own demise. As truth resurrects itself, life still survives. I apologize for saying what I must if it's wasted words. I've seen leopards scrape their wounds with broken potsherds. Do you eat all the truth reality serves? Observe. Crippled children learning to walk. The deaf, blind, and dumb see, hear, and talk of locked strands bound like winter's wool. What once was dying now lives full. Should I bring you into our age of reason, a guest of our quest, at your request, what's best? That we discourse of a living source that never will run dry. Of course, I picture a different type of sedentary picture, where once idle minds respond to meditation via scripture, and eyes once fogged now clearly see. Born of herbalization, stabilized on the seventh foundation. Some speak of apocalypse and two-pocalypse. I speak of the rebirth of a nation, a silence most golden, a virtue so sweet, exchanging thoughts as we eat. What is this on which we dine, if not sweet incense rising like manna from the divine? Are you afraid to lose track of time? Then you'll find no comfort here. So beware when you envy I peace, and not our wounded side, pierced there because I put greed aside. Our cheeks blotched blood red from the ruddy lips of betrayal's anxious kiss. Now this, a table prepared in the presence of our enemies. Yet with these clear eyes I've pre-seen evil deeds. Meat cut lean, yet conversation fat with lies. Kill I today, and in 3, I will rise. BlackFire. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
My request would be, and I know they'd love it, can you, two of you just do a little drum?
Sure.
I mean, I know you guys can gather that really fast, because you're brothers and you're gonna connect.
That's what we do.
Of course. Don't need an hour to connect. Watch this, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. You lead. Yeah, you lead. Let's lead. Thank you, brother. One love. Thank you all. One love.
Thank you.
Thank you again. Love you. No, I'm gonna say a little bit.
Beautiful.